Hey y'all, this is about a compensator kind of tutorial on how to keep your set screws in from not shaking loose every single time you're using them. Let me get that camera a bit more centered there for you. So it's something that you notice, in my videos I shoot pretty fast. I like to sling the lead, as it were. But when you see this, I've removed the set screws here, obviously. This is the Killer Innovations compensator. It's great. Again, it keeps the gun super flat, as you can see in my other videos, but this, almost every single time, without fail, I notice myself having to tighten the two set screws. Here, I'll just prove safe for you all. We got no mag. We're clear. We're all good here. This would almost always, let me just do a quick disassembly here. Always comes loose every single time that I would use this. I always thought it was something like the bottom screw there, but it wasn't. It was these two set screws. I did a couple different versions of like thread locker. I even tried JB Weld on my old Agency Arms compensator, which you can see looks kind of disgusting at this point because I did literally use JB Weld on this because these two stupid set screws, without fail, every single time would come loose. Having to find myself literally at the range, pulling this out, getting ready to shoot competition, and I'm sitting there like an asshole, literally screwing in my set screws every single time to tighten it up. So what I'm doing now, for this one, there is a button to take this. You just press the button in, then you loosen this, but I red Loctited the shit out of that. That's not going anywhere. Using the actual Permatex thread locker, that's great, high strength. It actually is a bit heat resistant as well. This won't come off. Like, I'm not worried about this thread here. While I could probably force it off a little bit, it's the stupid set screws, as I mentioned. So here's what the plan is. Since I read this a long time ago, and I just kind of stuck with me ever since, the blue thread locker is a lot more heat resistant than the red. So what we're doing here, I'll just put a little goop on each side, you'll notice, of blue Loctite, or thread locker if you want to call it that. It's going to do this nice and smart, nice and easy. Don't want to coat it too much, just make sure it's nice and set in the threads there. Get it up to the top, kind of rub it in there a little bit. So now what I'm going to do, make sure that we're nice and straight and in line with the barrel. I don't want this to look all gross and out of line. So I'm going to, oh shit, wrong side, sorry. Start putting this in nice and slow. Get that thread locker activated. I should have used the other side first, but hey, fuck it. I'm going to get this in here. Make sure there's a nice seal on each side. I'm actually not going to put it in all the way quite yet. If I can even get this off. Stupid Allen wrenches are a little tight here to pull out. One side done. Let that sit for a moment. I'm going to go over here. Do the same thing on the other side. It's a quick, easy job. And this is something that you can actually do, I don't know, I'd say after every like 500 rounds or so, maybe just check to see if they're starting to come loose a little bit. Depends how how fast you shoot, like I do as well. So I'm multitasking, I'm a dumbass, so me no speak good when doing things at the same time. Get the thread locker on, make sure it's in the actual grooves of the screw. This is why one's like, using the Radiant Afterburner, I've kind of given its flowers many times, is a lot more effective than these because it's just simply the one set screw that goes across. And there's a couple other ones out there on the market too that don't require any of this. They're just completely thread-ons. There you go. And as you can see, obviously I'm going to have a lot more success putting this in with the long end of this Allen wrench as opposed to me doing it on the tightening side. But right in there. Get that straight in there. Now here's the point where I can start tightening it a little bit. I want to make sure that this is very in line and flush with the barrel. See the blue starting to come out a little bit there. Barrel looks like it is in line. Yes, I'm pointing it at me, but it is just disassembled, so fuck off. There we go. Nice and straight. Tighten it up. And I usually leave these to, maybe cure might not be the right word, but yeah, it's a curing process. Let it sit there for about a day. I'm not shooting for a couple days anyway, so that's more than fine. Come on, you bitch. There we go. And the other side, which isn't completely tightened on yet, we're going to start threading that in. And I can actually feel that thread locker already tightening on me, which is perfect. Nice deep in there. Get in there nice and deep, black boy. There we go. Pull it out. He's a motherfucker to get out of there sometimes, but there we go. So we're flush. We're looking good. We're in line with the barrel. Let's do a little bit of a double check on each side to make sure it doesn't look all wonky and out of line. Very nice. And then even just one more quick go through. Push them right down in there. As you can see, I'm starting to go over the screw because it's super tight already. And we're set. Take a little bit of either microfiber or something just to clean up the blue that's on the side, because I like my gold. And that is that. And again, blue for the set screws. You'll notice a lot more success and a lot less bullshit you have to deal with the heat. And obviously, when this charges back, reciprocating, that heat is going every single time. It's smacking this back every single time. We're hitting this every single time that slides back. So pushing it out of place over time will inherently happen. Like, that is just the way it is with compensators. You want to be fancy, you want to shoot flat, great, it's beautiful. But keep in mind, every time that you do that, and you shoot fast, or you start going through hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 rounds, you're going to lose how tight it is. So, it's going to assemble me again here. There we go. And we're back in action. So, before I put this on, it was actually loose. It was loosey-goosey here. I could actually just sit here and fiddle with it, and realizing these set screws lost their blue Loctite footing probably after the last 4 shoots or so, and I'm just realizing every single time I'm literally at the range, I go through a round of shooting, maybe 12 mags or so on my side pouch that you see on my race belt there, and I have to go through, bring this to the table, this exact stupid Allen wrench, because I'm an idiot, don't have any other ones that fit inside of these grooves, and I'm sitting there having to do this on the table every 12 to 15 mags, which is not suitable, especially if you're using a competition build handgun like this. Not worth the fuss. So have a nice bottle of the blue, a bottle of the red. I'll do another one taking this off, but since this was done way more recently, I don't have any issues or even anticipate any issues with this coming loose at all. But again, the Killer Innovations is very simple. It's literally just this. Take the set screws out, both sides, press the button down, and you just unthread it from there. Very simple. So I'm not even going to rack it right now. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to let it cure. Probably for about 24 hours or so. I let that poke right out through there. And of course, I'm going to put a trigger lock on that as well when it's sitting inside of there. But I'm just going to quickly get rid of the blue Loctite so it doesn't dry up on me. And there we go. Simple.